Introducing you the one-of-a-kind AI expert that Flat 6 Labs is honored to have him in our resources as an expert, Jendo. He came all the way from Lebanon as well to be here with you. And I'm just going to give you a small glimpse of how awesome he is. That the song you heard at the beginning of the event, if you are waiting here, it was AI generated specifically for this event. And he's going to show you through this session how you can get the best use out of the AI. Still, I leave it to him to tell you more about how awesome AI is and what it can offer for you. Please, everyone, welcome Jendo with me.
So what is AI? Will AI replace our jobs? Would AI do everything and we would just be sitting? These are the questions that I hear every day when I say hi to someone because they know me from social media. And hi, so what is AI? Hi, will AI replace our jobs? What do you think? Would the robots like aliens come and take our jobs and our life and we don't have anything to do anymore? Let's think a little bit and know the answer during the presentation. The mind of innovator. You, as innovators, would think in a way to provide solutions. Why do we provide solutions? Because we have a problem, right? Whenever we have a problem, we start thinking as innovators to innovate and create proper solutions for our problems. And this is when we go through a journey to our history, to our ancestors. How did they think to create fire? Why did we create fire? 1-2 million years ago, we created fire to cook, to control light, to get warmth. And then, in this land, actually, our ancestors created the wheel, right? Why did they invent the wheel? Was it to create cars, machines, cell phones now? It was because they wanted to move carriers from a city to another city, right? Because the first city, the first community was created in this land. Why? Because they wanted to settle and create a kind of a community where they can start living peacefully, creating economy. Fast forward, they also created writing, letters. Why? Because they wanted to write down ideas. They wanted to write down all the shipping that was happening from a city to another. So all the ancient civilizations of Mesopotamia, from Sumer, the first city, to Akkad, to the Assyrians when they created the army and the economy, the coins, everything that we have today, it's going back then to that era, thousands of years ago. And just today, we can think about that idea, one idea that changed the whole world. Because of that wheel, we do have all the technology that we have today. We have the cars, we have airplanes, we have all the machines from the machine revolution in the mid-ages. That also was another evolution. Fast forward, we had computers. We wanted those ideas to be recorded forever. After the printing press, we wanted to do more. The printing press is not enough. Books are not enough. So we created computers in order to spread more our education, our writings, our history. That wasn't enough. As innovators, we created the internet. Why? Because we wanted to connect those devices. We wanted to connect with each other. And now we might take it for granted because we are living in different cities, but it's like we are all connected. You just go and text someone or open a video call, right? We take it for granted, but this happened in the last couple of decades. But this is all coming from that history, from that one idea that human beings created, that our ancestors created. Fast forward today, again, internet was not enough, computers were not enough. We wanted that computer to think and to help us think and create and be our assistant in that creation process. Now, I would like to get your mobile phones to scan this QR code to think about today. So we've seen the history and what were the problems, why did we create whatever we created, and today, what are our problems and why we're going to create what we need to create as innovators. Please, once you scan this code, just stay in the screen because we have to switch the laptop, to the Mentimeter. Now you might have already the slide. You need to put 3 problems from your community, your country, and the world. Whatever problem you think we're facing as human beings today, you are facing on a personal level, community level, country, the world, just name it. If you think, oh, you're already there. If you think about the space as well, you can talk about the space. The moon, the planets. Seriously, is it a new slide? Yesterday we had men again. Yeah? Okay, it's funny. So men is a local or country or global problem? Okay, give me more. I know there's a lot of problems. Technical issues, mobile. So mobile is a problem itself. Another technical issue, racism, war, salary, climate change, pollution, money, racism, trash, crowding, females, we have a competition, inflation, wars. So the biggest are global warming, racism, electricity. I think lack of electricity itself is not consistent in our countries. Salary, mobile, slavery, poverty, economy. Done? You're still adding? Okay, since we're done, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. We will get back to this screenshot later. Yes, please. So, as innovators, in the beginning of the age, our problems were how to cook food, how to get light, how to get warmth, and that's it, right? When we solved that with fire, we didn't stop there, right? So today, when we talk about technologies, when we talk about AI, we shouldn't stop again. We shouldn't think like AI is the end of our problems and maybe start of new problems, I don't know, but we always have new challenges, and as innovators, we always tackle new challenges. We always want to make our world a better place. So how many of you, can we get the light back because I can't see anyone, I feel like lonely a little bit. Just small light. So how many of you are using already AI tools on a daily basis? Okay. How many are using AI to do your homework and assignments? Okay. Okay, we have cameras, by the way. Pardon? Okay. Okay, so we're using AI today as our technical text assistant, right? We ask questions, we get answers, whatever we want. But what does it mean to have AI as innovators? If we want to tackle all these problems, how will we tackle these problems? Let's fast forward to the future. How do you see the future after all these emerging technologies are trying to tackle the problems? Can we imagine a world where we have smart cities, smart cars, we have all this automatic detection of human beings to save people's life, to have less traffic, to have fast transportation, ambulances, shipping, all the traffic problems that we have, accidents, crimes, to detect all of this and detect all the behavior to see the pattern before a crime can happen. Can we reimagine education where technology, and especially AI, that will connect all these devices, all these countries together, and connect students together, also have an interactive education system that is catered to every child? I'm sure that many people here feel like you are stuck in a system where you have to just follow the same system as everyone else, and there's nothing customized for you, right? We all have this issue in school, at the university. So imagine if you have customized education. If you love the space, then your education would be all, your exercises, your activities would be all catered based on your purpose, skills, and hobbies. Let's reimagine health. How many lives we can save if we can have those devices detecting every person, especially elderly, who cannot really know what would happen in a few days later, and usually they don't call hospitals. I know many of us have their elderly grandpa, grandma, whenever they have a problem, they don't say anything, right? We take a couple of pills and I'm my own doctor. So imagine if they have devices that sends those insights to the health center, and the health center would call the people who are responsible and call that person or their relatives and tell them that they need to get a scan immediately, or a few days more they would have health issues. And much more than that, but mainly the most current problems are related to health, education, and accidents. But what if we go more than that? If we go and try solve conflicts with data analysis, we solve a lot of conflicts. We have economic crisis, we have financial crisis, and we have a lot of hunger and a lot of conflicts that are affecting all the other stuff. Political crisis, social crisis, you just name it. How about we think that those tools are a catalyst for us to invent, to innovate, and create solutions? AI by itself cannot create solutions. You as innovators should think in a way to solve these problems, and AI is just here to make it faster. Instead of spending years to create a solution, you can start your own startup today and make sure that you're tackling one of these problems and it's done. Let's not just predict the future. Let's invent it. Let's create it. So, what do we have today? Today we have 3 main companies working on AI. We have a lot of tools. We have a lot of procedures using AI, not since ChatGPT, definitely, because ChatGPT was the public platform that everyone can use. This is why it became famous. But mainly, OpenAI started this in order to provide just a part of AI for people so they can actually try it. But AI have been there for many years. It started actually in 1956 when some people decided to make the machine think. So OpenAI, which is the ChatGPT tool, and many other tools, but we use ChatGPT as like end users. Gemini is for Google. Google has many AI tools, but Gemini is also one of the tools that you can just download, or download Google search and you can use it. and Meta AI is created by Meta. Now, these companies are not just creating chatting tools or chat assistants. They are also working on health solutions. They are working on transportation. They are working on education system and many other solutions that are being provided to the humanity. But these are companies, right? So companies are driven by making profit, are driven by, no, I'm fine, not yet. Are driven by innovation to create more products. You might be driven by making a solution to make a social impact, to solve a problem with your community. So it's not necessarily to go with the same process, but we should connect with these companies to learn where they are today and what we can benefit from their tools. Now we can just have a practical experience with these tools. Diala, we can open the ChatGPT website, please. I know you're struggling with 2 laptops. So, now what would ChatGPT say if you ask them, who am I? It will reply like, will know your name. It might know maybe who you are, where are you, or a lot of details about you. Yeah? Or no? Okay, let's try. Can we just type, who am I, Diala? This is my account, okay, so, yeah. So ChatGPT knows a lot about me. All these details. How did we do that? Can we type, please, Diala, can you make an online search now to get some information about me? So this is not search, this is from ChatGPT. And I'm not that famous, so OpenAI uploaded all my details on the server. Yeah? No, just in ChatGPT. Yeah. Search on the web, or search the web about me and get me more details. Yeah, it's searching now. Maybe you can minimize the window. Just don't maximize it so that everyone can see the, yeah. It's too much. So you can see, yeah, we need to see the left and the chat so we can do the custom instructions. So now, based on the search, I got details from Brain Digits, my company, from about.me, from, I don't know, this one is from my website, and scroll down again. For more details also, you can visit jackjendo.com. So technically, the first part was about getting information from ChatGPT itself. The second one was getting the information from the web. And this is just an intro about having your digital twin. What is a digital twin? A digital twin is not just your twin. You can have your own twin. So I can be, I don't know, somewhere else. I can be now sitting in another continent, and you're having my digital twin talking on the screen with what I have in my mind, and you ask questions, you interact, but I'm relaxing somewhere in another continent, or having another session, if I'm not lucky. So technically, that's the website. Okay, can we go back to ChatGPT? How are we doing that? I'm gonna show you how to do that in ChatGPT, but this is just a basic example on having digital twin, which is more even than having your digital twin, and having digital twins for objects, having digital twins for other people, having digital twins maybe for this room, to whatever we need to analyze, we can analyze it in the metaverse first. The metaverse is the virtual world that all the companies also are creating and will be there very soon. So you can wear your Oculus or your augmented reality, whatever headset you have, and you can access the metaverse. And with AI, you would have your digital tool, you would be sleeping, your digital twin would be doing whatever you want to do, whatever tasks you are giving that digital twin. Again, your laptop would be a digital twin on the metaverse, Your wallet would be a digital twin on the metaverse, and everything you're dealing with. If I'm talking about the doctors, about health, we can see the patient as a digital twin, and we're making the operation before it can actually happen and get all the analysis to make sure that we know all the details and save a lot of lives. If we're talking about traffic, we can have all the cars as a digital twin and make a simulation in the metaverse. This is digital twin. It's an entity that is acting exactly as if it's in real life, using AI and using all the emerging technologies such as metaverse, blockchain, cryptocurrency. All these technologies are not being created just as a fancy tool. It's all being created so we have the virtual world. If we want to use it properly, we will make a simulation for whatever we want and make sure that our world is a better place. How do we do that? We need to can we maximize it this way, just to have the left side? On your ChatGPT, with a free version, you can click on your name, bottom, and you click on Customize ChatGPT. This is a small space where you can customize your ChatGPT and put in custom instructions. You can put all the details about you. Now, we have another way to create a specific robot. We will see it in a while. But for now, it's just customizing your ChatGPT. So as an innovator, as a student, as an entrepreneur, or as an employee, whatever you're deciding to do, you can add all your skills, all your hobbies, all your duties, whatever the company name that you have, you're working, whatever university you are in, all these details added to the custom instructions. So ChatGPT, whenever it is answering your questions, getting your queries, it is all related to whatever you believe, whatever you know, whatever you have as skills. And then if you scroll down, can we go back, please? Yep. If you scroll down, you have, a little bit up. How would you like ChatGPT to respond? In short sentences, friendly, affirmative, authoritative, whatever, for me, I added my brand voice. So what is the kind of language that I talk with? How do I speak with my audience if I'm creating an article? So now my team has my ChatGPT. Whenever I need to create a new article, I just send a voice note and they can create the article and it would be from my ChatGPT. It's like, yes, when I read it, yes, this is what I want, right? It's amazing. And this is just the beginning. It's just a basic settings in ChatGPT, where if you cancel this again, we need the top side now. I'm so sorry, Diala. Okay. If you click on ChatGPT 4.0, now the last version that was launched 1 week ago, or 2 weeks, yes, we have 3 versions. 4.0 is the newest model. ChatGPT 4 is the previous model. You have to pay a subscription to get this, yes, but it has a lot of features. Now, ChatGPT 4 was the slow engine of ChatGPT because it used to digest more information and give you more proper and accurate information, so it would take more time to respond. ChatGPT 3.5 is the quick version of ChatGPT. It doesn't have a lot of features, like you cannot search the web, you cannot create an image, and you cannot go deeply in analyzing the data. Now, 4.0 has a new feature that whenever you need to create an image, it would be more realistic, and that image can be also, you can write text on that image. Before 4.0, we couldn't have this. We could have like any letters written, just illusion, something like abstract designs. So one more thing we can do in AI, but now ChatGPT is providing it because it's OpenAI, it's the biggest company so far in AI. Can we just click, Diala, on Explore GPTs? Yep. Yeah. Here we can create a new robot. So if you are a lawyer, you can create a robot and upload all the legal documents that you have maybe in your country, and you will have a robot answering all the questions, legal questions, exactly as your law. If you have terms and conditions in your company, you can create a robot related to your company. So whatever you're doing, you can create your own robot, your own GPT. And here you can upload files, you can upload videos, you can upload voice notes and upload text, so you can have your own robot. So that's it. ChatGPT can analyze things. Can we go to the cloud again, Diala? Please, the results. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna open ChatGPT on my mobile, and okay, next. Could you please, I say please to ChatGPT, okay, could you please analyze this photo and summarize it? Okay. Okay, it's done. So now I'm gonna talk to the app. It is connecting. Still connecting. Okay. Hey dear, I want to analyze these problems and make sure what kind of solutions I can create in order to start my own startup or project to solve one of these problems.
That's a great initiative. Addressing significant problems through a startup can have a profound impact. Here's a step-by-step approach to analyze these problems and identify potential solutions. Step 1, prioritize the problems. 1, identify your passion and strengths. Focus on problems.
Okay. I can also ask ChatGPT to give me 10 potential ideas for startups. Whatever you want to brainstorm, you can now brainstorm it. If you want to make a research, you can research there. You can copy whatever reports you want inside ChatGPT, do all the analysis, and start your startup. And we all know that startup ideas are not just one idea that you create today and it will remain the same. Facebook was not the same. Uber was not the same. Google was not the same, right? So every time you create an idea, you keep improving, you need to brainstorm, and this is one problem that we as innovators have, that we don't have a lot of people to talk to. If you go to your friends, I have an idea, come on, you're not Bill Gates. If you go to your family, maybe tell them, I have an idea, I want to start my business. No, you can't, because the economic situation in our country is not good, we don't have access to resources. Whatever problems, whatever excuses you have, you can limit that by keep asking your assistant, especially when it's customized for you and give you all the solutions. It would be like a role play that you can do as well. So we can analyze, we can create images. Whatever image you have in mind, you can just type it on any AI tool and you can get it. One more thing. Who thinks that AI can be creative? Who think that AI cannot be creative? That should be everyone if no one raised their hand. Diala, can we go to Suno, please? Now, if we want to create, please. The left top, top, yes. So I'm going to create a song. Any idea about a song that we can create? Something from the problems? What was the main problem? Let's create a song about, pardon, climate change? Yeah? Yeah, create a song. Let's write, okay. Yeah, that would be so general, but we can customize it more. Let's see what Diala's touch would create. But mainly, you can have your own lyrics. You can add your own style. Let's say I need Oriental, hip-hop, orchestral style. And you can just create it. But now we didn't. We were just asking AI to create it. Can we please play Burning Skies. Wow, that's a nice name.
Save our planet. Let's make a stand.
We can click on the song to see the lyrics.
Future in our hands.
Yeah, click on the name of the song.
We can't
Yeah.
ignore
Anyway.
burning skies. It's
Yeah.
time to open our eyes.
Okay, so we still think that AI cannot be creative. We should try AI. We should be the leaders who want to create something new. What if AI is already doing songs? What if AI is already doing the musics for us, the lyrics? What should we do? What's next? Right? So when we had fire, did we stop already? Our problems were solved by that time. When we created the wheel, the problems were solved. The writing, problems were solved. But we didn't stop, right? Because we had those tools and we wanted to create something more. We wanted to always make the world a better place. We want to always solve our problems, right? So this is the mind of innovator that is inside our head. Every person in this room has the mind of innovator, but we need to make a decision to start finding problems and making solutions. Now, we'll definitely have questions at the end, so I'll leave the questions at the end of the presentation, but yeah, we need to go back to I'm so sorry for that. I'm gonna create a song for you at the end of this presentation. So again, AI can definitely archive all the details, all the documents that we have, analyze it, reanalyze it. It can create images, create music, and very soon we can create videos. And this is where OpenAI is working now to launch actually Sora. Sora is the next evolution in AI, where you can go and just type a prompt and get a full movie from scratch. I'm not talking about AI videos. The current AI videos that we just combine stock videos and have a full video, but I'm talking about a movie from scratch. If you go to a documentary on Netflix, you can see a series about a girl that she was having a bad day. At the end of that day, she wanted to watch a series with her boyfriend. But during the day, she had a couple of problems where she is an HR in a company, and she wanted to, she had to actually to make layoffs. And the first person she wanted to tell that she's not an employee anymore was her friend. So she was a bit, she had to be rude somehow, and she had a small clash with her friend. And then she went back, she had lunch, she got a text from her ex-boyfriend, and she had many other problems at work. And then when she was watching that series, she had Salma Hayek, had the same look as her. She had a highlight in her hair. And suddenly, she decided to play that because it was like a weird cover of that movie. And her boyfriend was with her, and she played that series. And it was like all the details that she had during the day in a movie. And also the text from her ex-boyfriend, and also the current boyfriend that just knew that this is her life, because all the details was about her. Of course, she started crying, but how did that happen? It was definitely the dark side of using AI and technology, but how did this happen? It can actually happen, because if we have the tool to create an AI system to create movies like Sora, and if we all accept every day the terms and conditions on our mobiles, right? Who reads terms and conditions in the room? Raise your hand. All the terms and conditions? You spend your life reading. Because we use a lot of details. Now, it's good that some of the apps, if you think that they are critical, you have to read. But technically, if now WhatsApp can change their terms and conditions and says that for analysis reason, we would have access to your chat messages. Are you okay with that? You just press okay. I don't have time to read, right? Whatever. And we started doing that even before WhatsApp, right? When we had Google Maps, did we care that Google is actually recording our transportation from a place to another? We don't care. We have a free application that can help us navigate, right? And when we used Facebook, did we care about that? No. So if someone would want to use AI in this way, they can do it. Now, definitely we have laws. We should have laws. We don't have laws yet about AI, even in DC, where all the big tech companies are trying to create those policies, but they're not able to do that. I had meetings with almost all of them, and they're all trying, in DC, trying to meet congresspeople every day to try to create law, and even the president recently said that AI cannot be having policies. It can actually, but with the same mindset that we have today, we don't know AI, what is the true value of AI. We should know, but as innovators, as people we have values, as people that we need to make the world a better place, we should know how to put these policies. True innovation comes from questions. Entrepreneurial mindset is something that you should adopt. Whatever you're doing, if you decided to get a job, if you decide to start your own business, if you decide to freelance, whatever you want to do, just adopt an entrepreneurial mindset, which is asking questions. Do not settle with the status quo. Whatever you're thinking, if you're trying to be a politician, economist, a social worker, an innovator in the tech field, transportation, health, whatever you're working in, just adopt that mind. So every day to question why and what if. What is your why? Why are you working on that problem? What happened during your life to inspire you to do something about it? Now, definitely you mentioned a lot of problems on the screen, right? Who will solve these problems? Are you waiting for someone to come and solve it? No, you should solve it. You just take one problem that you feel dear to your heart and just think and think and think in order to make a difference. And with AI, we can fast forward all of that. And brainstorming and analyzing, planning, whatever you're doing, just use AI tools in order to make good things. Hunger and conflicts. These are the most critical problems that we have in the world, right? Because of hunger, we are losing every day a lot of people, and we have problems because of hunger. It's not just people who needs food, it's a whole economic, political situation in a country that is causing hunger. Conflicts, seriously, conflicts. Every day we wake up on a conflict, video about a conflict somewhere, war, genocides. How can we solve that? Now, definitely AI cannot stop that, but you, as someone who is an activist or a leader or a team member, wherever you are, if you are using these powerful tools to make a change, you can make things happen. Car accidents, quality of education, car accidents. You know, that is a lot of death rates happening because of car accident. Quality of education, that I believe personally, it can change the whole thing. And this is one great example today that you're all here trying to get inspired, get the right education, and think and think and think to make things better. Climate change. You might not be affected directly in person with climate change, but trust me, it's really critical. There might be politics, there might be clashes who are trying to dilute this problem, but it is a problem. If you go north or south, you can definitely see the problem, and it's coming. It's not just the problem of these people. It's not just because Australia is drowning a couple of % every year. It's not that the seashell is going to disappear, so it's not our problem. It will be our problem. And diseases, definitely. A few years ago, we have the pandemic, and the whole world was like, what we're going to do, right? Where is all your health, your doctors, all the infrastructure that you've been talking about? You spent more on weapons than you spent on health, right? On education. We need to change that. And we will have the power with the technology and innovation, our entrepreneurial mindset, to help us tackle that. Whatever field you have, there's nothing impossible when you are an innovator. What happens when AI solves all problems? Again, this is not the right question. What we can do when AI can solve our problems, what we should do next, what next, what is the world that you dream to have? Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best in your journey. This is my QR code. Whenever you have any question about AI, about entrepreneurship, you have a startup, an idea, just send me a message. And thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you. Do you want to say something? We can. Yeah, we can have our Q&A part. And please remember, there is no simple, complicated, illegal question. Just ask anything about AI. You can criticize it. You have to criticize everything, because this is when you start truly innovating, when you question everything you're trying to do.
Okay, so here's the mic to anyone who have a question. So who have a question for Jack?
Thank you for your presentation. It was amazing. I have, by the way, I'm Tolas. I'm a UGT of Business Management. And I have 4 questions, actually, but I think you already answered 2. But I will repeat it again.
Please, so everyone can know.
So my first question is, when they're talking about when AI solves the problems, like with the technology that can identify their illness or sickness when they put it inside their body, don't you think this will make another slavery in the poor countries, or these countries that their economy is bad because of the expensive cost of the AI tools and these technologies? My second question is, can you just answer with yes or no for the replacement of human? The third question is, I actually used AI for outlining my presentation, my ideas for entrepreneurs, or ideas about, let's say, startups. It is too general that I cannot get benefit from it.
Okay.
And sometimes it will give me a wrong or a different source about the topic.
Yep.
Like, it's totally different. And my fourth question is, for the AI security, don't you think your privacy will be very, very unsecured, because you just give your something that it's your idea, you just ask, but the AI will save it, and they sell it to the companies that they can get benefits, and it's the disadvantage of AI.
Yep.
So
these were 4 questions, right? If I remember well, in the beginning you asked about health. This would be creating a gap to access maybe to health. Now, technology is not meant to make health solution more expensive, but the opposite. This is what technology is showing us, because before you would need to travel to another country to get a specific cure or a specific machine to scan you. Now, with more technology, we're having more access to it. But yes, you might have problem with the specific countries where people cannot afford it, or the government, or people who have the cartels, who control companies. We will still have this. But this is, again, not the problem of AI. This is a problem of governance of our countries, which is another problem that we need to solve. We should not have this in any countries. Every person have the right to be treated equally, especially with health, because it's a top priority, right? Whenever your health is in danger, you cannot do anything, right? So definitely AI would be making health more accessible. It would be definitely in the beginning more maybe expensive because of the machines, but AI itself is more accessible. Now, as you see in the video, it was just an inspiration about health, where is in technology can scan your body and give you all the insights and diagnose, because diagnosis is our problem. This will take me to the replacement. Would AI replace doctors, for example? Would robots replace doctors? No, because our problem is not with doctors, right? Our problem is how doctors can diagnose to heal us, right? So technically, we are providing better tools for doctors. So far, there's nobody working on having a robot to replace someone. But yes, we will replace any duty, any job that is repetitive, that is, for me, I think it's slavey. So whenever you need to do every day the same thing, this is not what human beings are born for, right? So we created the robots to do things that we are doing every day. But then, if you don't want to be replaced, always ask what's next. So when we had the typewriter, for example, and we had the computers next, all people who were working as typewriters on the typewriter, they, half of them said that, okay, I lost my job, right? And the others decided to learn how computers work, and they started typing on computers, having all the benefits from better fonts, better editing, printing, duplicating documents, and so on. I'm talking about computers by that time. So this is a question to ask. What would we do whenever our job looks like boring and doing the same thing every day? Even if we don't have AI, there is a problem with our job. The third question was about privacy. You don't even remember. The third question was...
The third one was, it was too general and wrong resources. When you
Okay,
ask a
okay, so
question.
how you're using, definitely use the customization part. Just customize your ChatGPT. For me, I still don't have the best from ChatGPT, even if I'm using 3 versions of ChatGPT. I'm paying every month to get the best out of AI, because definitely this is like, they do it on purpose, because they want to get income, right? So they make 3.5 less smart and 4 smarter, so you can buy the subscription. But for me, it's affordable because it's saving a lot of time, and for my team. Now, what I do now, I start ChatGPT, Gemini for Google, and Meta AI. Meta is not available in Iraq, but you can use VPN, okay, to access it. It's actually started just in the States, I guess. So you use the 3 and see which one would be more, giving you. I'm sure that you don't want to just do things in a couple of seconds, right? If you have a research, you would spend time. Instead of spending 3 days, now you might spend 30 minutes to check what AI can help you best. And regarding the privacy, definitely we'll have a privacy problem. We need laws. We need to make sure that companies cannot take the lead in the policy making. And when I was in DC, by the way, I've seen all the companies always meeting politicians to make the laws. How would they make the laws if they are making, if you are a company, you would make the law to be good for your sales process, right? So this is it. We need to be there always. I believe that people who have values, who wants to innovate for their communities, for their countries, need to always make their voice higher and make sure that you use those tools in the right place. But the answer is definitely not to stop these tools, but use it. Same like you're saying, I don't want to drive car because I might have an accident and kill someone, right? But instead, you would make some rules to make sure that you don't have accidents. So everything can be used in a bad way and good way. Thank you. Any other questions? Please feel free to, in the back, here. Yep, no questions? Everything was clear? Yeah, please.
Who have a question?
Yeah, in the back.
I can't see.
They have, okay.
Okay, super.
Hello, my
Hi.
name is Kevin. I am a UG4 student.
Can you please raise your voice?
Okay. My name is Kevin. I'm a UG4 student. I just wanted to ask or point out something.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to AI, our main, our main fear is that it will get out of control. Because I don't think what we have right now, what we have in our hands is AI itself. Because I do remember a National Geographic program that actually experimented with AI. It put 2 AI bots in one room and it observed it. At first, the AI was just acting according to what it says. After a few hours, AI started to experiment and go around the room that it was given. After a few more hours, the AI was actually out of hand. It actually realized where the camera is and was moving around, teasing the camera. At some point, it even locked the camera.
Yeah.
So that's the actual true AI that we are afraid of. And I'm wondering that if you said it can be used for mundane things, don't you think it will ever just stop because AI, has its own intelligence? Don't you think it will ever randomly stop and not do what you want it to do or do it poorly? Especially that you said it yourself. Like you said, companies make AI paid and make the free version dumber.
Yep.
So companies at any point, or AI in itself at any point, can make your AI not do the job that you want.
Yep.
So-
Thank you so much. It's a very important question, and it's being the discussion currently. But what are our facts today? That no company, no one from the engineers is working on making AI getting out of control, because this is something we program, right? We do the robot, we do the AI. And AI cannot start now like giving me answers if I don't ask questions. It cannot do any activity if I don't give the order. So for now, there is no company doing that. Definitely, there is a lot of people trying to do the experiments to show you what if we do that? What if someone decided to do that? And this is why I talked about policies, I talked about the environment, about the education. We need to understand all of this, because if you go back in time and see when cars were invented, we didn't have policies for cars. So if you were driving and you could have an accident and kill someone, so there's no law for that. Why they did the first time, right? They had to create laws, and this is happening again, because AI is not just a tool, it's a whole era starting. It's a whole new world starting. We're still building as people, whoever is working in the field, but it's still in the process, and this is just at the beginning. But again, the question is, would we get that technology and use it for good? There will be definitely people on the other side using it for bad, right? What do you do usually? If you have television, if you have, when we started having those, TV devices, mobile phones, we had the same dialogue. We had the same issues. What do? We just block them, or we use it for good? Because TV can be for good or bad. Mobile can be for good or bad, right? So we need policies, definitely, and some of you might be working on policy making about AI. You don't need to be a developer to work on AI, right? You can be policymakers, leaders, innovators, machines, software, whatever you want to do. It's just a catalyst to make things faster. Other questions? Questions? Don't be shy. You can ask that question. I know that AI has like a lot of questions. No? Okay, done? Sure? Last chance? No? He's making a trick? Okay. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. If you have any other questions, please send me to the chat or connect with anyone from the team, and make sure that you keep innovating, asking questions, and hopefully someday we'll see you creating something big that can change the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jack.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure having you with us. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So thank you as well for coming and staying so long. I hope you like the topic and everything. Still, we're going to ask the university, to all the attendees, to share with us what kind of topics you are more interested on, so we can recruit experts based on that, because we're absolutely going to see you a lot to the end of this year. And there is coffee and cookies on the first floor that I would like to see all of you there. And maybe we can mingle a bit and just talk about and see what other questions you have I would like to know if any of you have any kind of startup or opened up a business or anything, because this is actually give me a great insight about what we're trying to do here in the country. And this is all led by you. So I want to take a round of applause to you guys for making it so far. Thank you.